India? A land where nature wears 1,000 faces and every horizon tells a new story. India. A land where the earth tells its story in colours, sounds and endless horizons. A land so vast, so diverse, that it feels less like a single country and more like a living world of its own. It is a place where every sunrise looks different, every step leads to a new landscape, and every moment feels like a journey through time itself. Here, the mountains stand tall and eternal, their snow-covered crowns shining like diamonds under the first light of dawn. They are the guardians of the north, silent yet powerful, watching over the valleys below. From these heights, rivers are born, mighty streams of crystal water that rush through deep valleys, carving paths through rock and soil, carrying life across the land. These rivers are not just water, they are lifelines, flowing with history, culture, and devotion. Along their banks, generations have lived, prayed, and built civilizations. As the rivers flow, they pass through forests that breathe with mystery. India's forests are like living cathedrals, where towering trees reach to the sky. Sunlight filters through endless green, and the air carries the calls of birds, the rustle of unseen animals, and the whispers of the wind. Tigers move silently through the undergrowth, elephants walk with gentle power, and birds of every colour paint the skies. These forests are timeless, untouched by the rush of the world, carrying within them the memory of Earth's earliest days. Beyond the jungles lie the wide golden plains, oceans of fields stretching endlessly under the open sky. Here, the rhythm of life follows the rhythm of nature. The rising of the sun awakens the land. The coming of the rains brings renewal. The harvest fills the earth with abundance, and the winter brings calm. Villages scattered across these plains live in harmony with the soil, their lives tied to the heartbeat of the seasons. The sight of golden crops swaying in the wind, children running through fields, and farmers tending to the earth feels like poetry written in motion. But India is also a land of extremes. To the west lies the desert, endless dunes rolling like waves of a golden sea. The desert is silent, yet it speaks in its own language. The wind shapes the sands, the sun paints the sky with fire, and when night falls, the desert reveals one of its greatest treasures. A sky so full of stars that it feels as though the universe has unfolded upon the earth. Here, silence is beauty, and stillness is power. And then to the south, India meets the sea. Thousands of kilometers of coastline embrace the land, where waves crash endlessly, palm trees sway gently, and the horizon stretches without end. The oceans sing a song of freedom, of journeys, of connection with lands beyond. At sunrise, the sea glows with gold, and at sunset, it burns with fire, reminding us that beauty here is not rare, it is constant. Yet the story of India is not written only in its landscapes. It is also written in stone, in spirit, and in the hearts of its people. Across this land rise temples carved from rock, some older than memory itself, where every pillar, every wall tells a story of faith and devotion. The chants that echo through these temples are the same chants that have risen for centuries, unbroken, timeless. Mighty forts rise upon hills and plains, their walls built to protect, their gates built to endure. These forts have seen battles, victories, and empires, yet they still stand, whispering to those who listen about courage, power, and time itself. Palaces shimmer with forgotten grandeur, their halls once filled with music, their courtyards with dance, their walls with art and light. Even in their silence today, they glow with the memory of kings and queens, of festivals and celebrations that once filled their world with life. But perhaps the greatest beauty of India lies in its people and traditions. This is a land where festivals are not just events, but living expressions of joy, faith and unity. Skies explode with colour during celebrations. Streets light up with lamps that glow like 1,000 stars. And music rises like the heartbeat of the land. Every festival, every tradition is a reminder that India is not just about monuments and nature. It is about life, energy, and spirit. What makes India extraordinary is the harmony of contrasts. Snowy peaks and burning deserts, silent forests and crowded festivals, ancient temples and modern cities. A land where the past and present walk together, where history breathes beside progress, and where the soul of the nation remains timeless. To travel through India is to travel through centuries in a single step. It is to see the strength of the mountains, to feel the silence of the desert, to hear the roar of the ocean, and to witness the light of festivals. It is to stand before temples that defy time, to walk through forts that shaped history, and to breathe the air of villages that live in rhythm with the earth. India is not just seen, it is experienced. It is not just admired, it is felt. It is a land that enters the heart and stays forever. A reminder that beauty can be endless, that history can be alive, and that spirit can be eternal. India, a land of nature, a land of culture, a land of life. A place where the earth has written one of its greatest masterpieces, vast, powerful, and unforgettable. To the west, deserts roll like silent seas of sand, glowing in shades of gold and red beneath the blazing sun, their silence as deep as eternity, their nights filled with stars so bright they seem to fall upon the earth. And beyond the deserts, the land meets the sea. Waves crash endlessly upon long shores, palm trees dance with the breeze, and the horizon opens wide, calling to distant worlds. But India's beauty does not end with nature. It beats in its culture, its history, its living soul. Ancient temples carved from stone rise with devotion, their walls whispering prayers that have travelled through centuries. Mighty forts stand upon hills and plains, their gates still echoing with the footsteps of kings and warriors, their stones remembering the power of empires. Palaces shimmer with faded glory, their halls once alive with music and dance, still glowing with the memory of a golden age. Festivals paint the skies with colour, nights are lit with lamps that shine like stars upon the earth, and music flows through the streets carrying joy, faith, and tradition from one generation to the next. In India, the past and the present walk together, villages where life follows the rhythm of nature, and cities where monuments of history rise beside the pulse of modern life. India is a land of contrasts, yet a land of harmony, snow and sand, silence and song, rivers and deserts, history and future, all flowing together in one timeless story.